Boxing is notoriously cruel to fighters who stick around too long. So when 35-year-old Yordenis Ugas decisioned the 42-year-old Manny Pacquiao to retain his WBA welterweight belt, it may have been a sign for the Pac-Man to hang up the gloves once and for all. Pacquiao, the only ever 8-division champ, was all set to fight unified welterweight champ Errol Spence Jr. until a retinal tear forced the latter to withdraw from the bout, which both fighters understood.
First of all, I'm praying for Errol Spence for his fast recovery, and I hope that he can fight again. And of course, the health is priority before boxing. So,
saludo a todos.
First of all, I want to send well wishes to Errol Spence. I wish him all the best and a speedy recovery.
Ugas stepped in on 11 days' notice, and the Pac-Man had some unsettled business. The WBA had stripped Pacquiao of the welterweight title he won against Keith Thurman in 2019 due to inactivity, and elevated Ugas to full super champion.
Good thing that we can settle it down, the dispute about the WBA belt. So I think it will good for us to talk in the ring.
An opportunity to face a future Hall of Famer and one of boxing's pound-for-pound best doesn't happen every day. And even less often does such a fight come together on such short notice. Ugas, a bronze medalist for Cuba in the 2008 Olympics, didn't hesitate.
I'm 100% certain he can't knock me out. I've done all the work and all the preparation over the past 6 years and have been hitting my stride. I don't think he can knock me out.
In a testament to the Filipinos' warrior spirit, he wasn't fazed by not only the change of opponent, but the fact Spence was a left-handed southpaw, and now he had to deal with the powerful orthodox right-handed Ugas.
When you're fighting a right-handed and switching to southpaw, that's going to be hard because you're not used to it, to fight a southpaw. So this time around, it's good for me because I used to fight a right-handed most of my career, so nothing to worry about.
While many fans and pundits alike deemed Ugas an inferior opponent to Spence, 54 Milagros, who has only lost 4 fights, all decisions, in over a decade, was ready for a war.
Look, I've come prepared for 12 hard rounds. If this is the final fight that the legend Manny Pacquiao has, then he will know he fought against a guy who brought his best and is a world-class fighter.
Entering the fight, Pacquiao looked great on paper. 62 wins from 71 showings dwarfed his opponent's record. But Ugas was taller, stronger, younger, and had 2 inches of reach on the Pac-Man.
I never taken this fight lightly. Of course, I don't want to be overconfident for this fight, but I want to make sure that tomorrow night we have gonna be the victory, and God willing, the fans will be happy.
I'm ready to fight against a legend. I have a lot of respect for him, and tomorrow I'll still have that. I'll be very proud to fight a legend.
Come fight night, Ugas' strategy was simple yet effective. A double jab to the head followed by a right hand to the body. A high guard picked off Pacquiao's incoming shots before a crisp right looped around the Filipino's gloves, eventually opening up multiple cuts.
I can, in early days, I can easily move and outbox him, Manny Pacquiao. But this time around, it's like my 2 legs is tight and hurting me in second round.
Pacquiao did have his moments, darting inside to throw quick combinations and then sliding back out. But he seemed slow, both with his feet and his hands. His punches lacked power, and the movement that made him a legend was gone. The Cuban didn't exactly make the Filipino look obsolete, but he did reveal his limitations more than a quarter of a century into his professional career.
I'm very excited, but most of all, I want to thank Manny Pacquiao for giving me this moment in this ring today. He's a great legend and one of the greatest fighters that's ever lived. So I'm always going to respect him and look up to him because he's not only a great fighter, but a great human being and a class act.
As for whether this was the last time we see the Pac-Man in action, that final decision on his fighting future will come another day. For now, he's contemplating a 2022 presidential run in the Philippines, where he is already a sitting senator.
There's a lot of things that I need to accomplish and to help people. That's my mission. And I want to be an inspiration to all the people, especially the Filipino people, inside and outside the ring.
So if this is the end, farewell, Manny Pacquiao. Take a bow. You may have not won this battle, but you certainly won the war.
And thank you to all of you, press, media, the fans, the promoters, who always giving us a chance. I'm really appreciate of what you have done. Thank you to all of you. Thank you, boxing.
In other boxing news, it looks like the unified super middleweight champ Canelo Alvarez finally got the fight he was after. After multiple failed negotiations, the three-belt superstar will get a shot at the IBF belt by facing Caleb Plant in a bout for the undisputed title. I am very excited to have this fight before me, Alvarez stated last week. I am happy because I am going to make history. And in my career, that's exactly what I want to do. Leave my mark in boxing. Canelo versus Plant for boxing's first ever four-belt undisputed super middleweight king is set to go down in Vegas this November 6th. Unless the wind changes, I guess. But fingers crossed. And the fight nobody asked for, but everyone will watch, gets underway August 29. As YouTuber turned pro boxer Jake Paul takes on his first real opponent in former UFC welterweight champ Tyron Woodley. Even former baddest man on the planet, Mike Tyson, weighed in on his prediction for the never-ending circus show. Paul's a real good striker. Jake's gonna beat him, said Tyson when speaking on his podcast. Woodley's not a puncher like that. He wants to fight this guy to get his last payday, probably. Undefeated Paul will be fighting for the fourth time as a pro, while Woodley will make his debut in the sport, having not won an MMA fight for 2 years. Thanks for watching. And remember, if you want more fight sports in your life, just hit the subscribe button.